Greetings. Little different type of video for this channel than I usually do. There was a young lady in Australia who was known on social media and known to be a comedian. She was up and coming. She was 23 years old. And unfortunately, she was sexually assaulted and murdered. So the local police there, because Australia has things a little bit different than we have it here, but still, the local police there put out a warning saying that young women should be cautious and be careful and notice their surroundings before they go around. And a lot of the women in this particular area freaked. As a matter of fact, not got scared, they got mad. They got mad at the police for telling them that they should be careful. And the biggest argument that they had was it shouldn't be up to us to have to watch out for our own safety. We should be able to walk and do whatever we want to without worrying. It's the men, and we should be protected from them, and they need to change their mindsets. Now, I'm of two minds. The first is I'm going to agree with the women to a certain extent. Yes, they shouldn't have to worry about their safety. They should be able to go wherever they want to, dress however they want to. They should have men who are learning how to control their own urges and to be responsible adults. But I have to go the other direction. Life don't work that way. You just got to say it. Life does not work that way. We live in very dangerous times. Not that they probably haven't always been dangerous, but they're even more dangerous now. And it's not just the United States. Obviously, this happened in Australia. This happens in Britain. This happens in France. It happens everywhere. Whether we're worried about terrorists or we're worried about the nutcase down the street or we're worried about someone who we just meet and we don't know them all that well, or sometimes it's even someone we do know well, but we're not paying attention to the signs that they just might not be safe. We should be watching out for ourselves. I've done this my entire life. I'm not female and I'm not small, but I'm a black male in America. I've always watched my back. I go into areas where I am worried about it, but I don't act like it, but I'm always aware. I'm always alert. We need to be. No matter whether I'm black, if I'm white, if I'm walking in certain areas at night, heck, if I'm walking down my own street at night, I need to be aware. I can't just be walking around willy-nilly thinking the world is safe and wonderful, because it's not. Even if it's not a human, it could be some kind of animal that comes out and bites you or does whatever. I just don't understand these people who say, oh, my life should be totally safe. I don't have to lock my doors. I don't have to worry about leaving my keys in the car. No one ever bothers us. All it takes is one time. We've got to be better about this. Let's look about the workplace. How many times in the last few years have there been people who have come into a workplace and shot the place up or shot specific people, whether those people knew that they had irked someone or not? It happens. It happens in schools. It's happening to the children. It's just happening everywhere. You have to be alert. I'm not telling everybody to go out and arm themselves. I'm certainly not armed. I'm one of those people who believes there should be a certain amount of gun control. That's going to irritate a lot of people, but I believe that. That's just my thing, because I've never carried a gun. Reason I never carried a gun, because I would have used it. I'd already be in jail. I know myself well enough to know that I would have killed someone for messing with me early on, and I would have felt that they deserved it. You got to be honest on who you are, and I don't think a lot of people are honest about that. But you also have to be honest and think about your situation. You're never really safe. Maybe you think you're safe with family, but let's look at the statistics. Statistics show that a lot of people are killed by a family member for no reason whatsoever except they got mad at each other and one of them pulled a gun or a knife or just strangled the other. It happens. It happened across the street from my mother back in, I think, 2007 or so, where a guy strangled his wife because, actually, he didn't strangle her. He stabbed her. He was strangling her first. Then he got a knife and he stabbed her right across the street from my mother and grandmother's house. It can happen anywhere. They were in a very nice neighborhood. It can happen anywhere at any time, and you just don't know. So, my word is, be safe, be cautious, keep your senses open. You know, if you feel a little bit of worry and tension, look around, Don't put yourself in a compromising position. If you really are worried, walk out with someone or ask someone to kind of watch you walk to your car. Let's just do this. Park under lights. That's a smart thing to do. I read an article the other day where it talked about how in certain bars and restaurants across the country, there are signals that women can give to either the wait staff or the bartender or someone to indicate that they're with someone who all of a sudden they're not feeling comfortable with. And sometimes it's in the women's room, women's bathroom. There's this thing on there, say, ask for this or say this particular phrase. And then they are watched out for each other. You know, you've got to protect yourself. That's just how life is. So I'm leaving you with this message saying, don't take anything for granted as it applies to other people, your surroundings, your situation. Always be on the lookout. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Even if it's social media, take care of yourself. Protect yourself. That's my word for today. My name is Mitch Mitchell. I normally talk about leadership, diversity, healthcare, customer service, but this needed to be said because this is a big deal. Y'all protect yourselves because I'm looking for more viewers, and if something bad happens to you, then you won't be able to watch my videos. So take care of yourselves. Y'all take care.